Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Runs through a tackle. Crosses the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback checking off. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. He looks that one in nicely. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Easy, gorilla.
He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? Fourth down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Cabrera. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Handoff to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Rucci. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. The Aggies sawed varsity's horns off the last time they faced Texas.
Yes, they did, and they gave it to them. And a lot of A&M fans throwing the horns down, disrespecting Texas fans. Texas has had a little bit to think about that, Palmer.
It's helped Texas A&M on the recruiting trail this offseason. Reveille's got more pep to her step. Everybody loving it in College Station.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. At the 45, on his way. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Toss to the outside. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
In the red area, it's Stoneburner. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And his short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 3, Texas A&M 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. They want to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they...
Off he goes! He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. TCU is running away with things, and I'm not sure who saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over the Royals. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He's back to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field too using these angle routes. Nice play call.
Handoff to the single running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big...
Going for the big play. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up one to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On the run, it's Stoneburner. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Third and long, coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorn! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Texas 17, Texas A&M 10.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. It's complete on the right side. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on first down. Touchdown, Texas! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to run it back. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the lone running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep. And he's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll give it to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward with this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Trying to pound it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, blowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He wants to pass it on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Burnt orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
He's right on target.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, wants to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. Texas 24, Texas A&M 10.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback will keep it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now,
and the ball's free deep in his own territory. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
The snap sets up to throw. Buys a little extra time. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer. But now Texas in this rivalry game taking over.
Yeah, you're right. Hook them right now. They're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He uncorks one deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 21 over the Pandas. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Firing to the right, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. Catch inside the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the stomping has commenced.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive. Looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to throw on second down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Floating away. Unleashes one. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
He wants to go deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every